I do not know how I've remained relevant. I must say that with all modesty, I wouldn't think it's a trade secret or is a work ethic that is keeping me, afloat. But I must say it's just divine intervention, and it's because sometimes you think you get it all figured out, or you got it all figured out. Sometimes it's not like that because it's not up to you. People get tired of musicians' voices sometimes. They get tired of just following them. They want to jump on the next new thing. But I must say it's just divine intervention. It's not a we plan work. Nobody.
It's over 2 decades now. How many years?
Yeah, I've been working as a musician for over 20 years. But as a recording artist, it's my first single came out exactly 18 years ago.
Okay.
And that's the one. My football age, where they go with that. 18 years on stage.
But still, you need to give us something the younger generation, the new acts can hold on to.
Okay, well, I must say,
you can't say.
you just have to be modest. You have to be very grounded. It helps you listen. It helps you listen even when you're not listening. It helps you take, criticism, with a pinch of salt, and it helps you move on with the new sound or with the new things that it helps you change, and it helps you move with time. Because while you're grounded, people feel you're accessible, and people that have new ideas that can help you grow would feel, it would be easy for them to approach you and give you that idea, and it will help you grow. So while you're humble, but if you're under your high horse, some people just feel like, they can't reach you, and people that can help you won't even reach you. Even your helper won't go feel reach you. So that's just for me. I feel first thing is stay grounded, stay humble. Nobody knows past, so it's not about what you know or how you do it, how you record it. I tell people it's beyond talent and so many things. It's just about being accessible, because while you're being accessible at your prime, or whatever you call your prime, because prime is just relative. For me, I feel like I get better. I'm like wine for me. I get better with time because I know myself. I know how much I've been able to acquire as knowledge is concerned, and how much I've been able to learn through experience. That life, they just take it easy in life, and you can't spend this talent. It's inexhaustible. So while you're trying to rush it and all that, it still makes you look desperate. And the most important part of it is just to be classy with how you dish out your talent. Yeah.
Let's wound down the clock a bit. How did it all start for Sultan?
Well,
a lot of us who were around at the time can still, recall with nostalgia what the music industry was at the time. You guys, were really making things happen.
Yeah.
How did you make that break into the industry at that time?
Well, let me not jump to when it all kicked off, because that would be misleading a lot of cats out there. Because the thing there is that a lot of people now think it's just sharp now. We cannot do it. You have to grind, and like they always say, you can't work with another person's clock. So there's no time to when you are going to break, or no time to when that blow is going to come. So you just have to keep grinding without looking back. So it's not like, oh man, they don't bounce me for like 10 clubs, bounce me for like 10 shows. That means that's the end. Because this guy, he didn't bounce him up to like 10 clubs before he got his break. So that means by now I suppose don't quit. That's not it. So for you, you just have to keep grinding. You don't know, as far as you believe in what you have, and you're very sure that you're on the right track. When a lot of people might not have the talent, but they grind like double the times people with talent. So they always say that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So you have to put that in mind as well. So for me, I started off as I was backing up for Babadi, my brother. He had started music way before me, and so I was looking and learning the ropes while he did what he did. All the times of Majek Fashek, that was when Babadi was going to, There was a studio back then. He used to go to. I've forgotten the name. Ibitonia or something. Abyssinia, something like that. So he used to go grind, do his demo. When he would come back, we all share ideas. From then on, I just started grinding, working with him. I would record songs with him. So already I knew, studios. I knew addresses of rehearsal studios. I knew that you have to grind, go for talent hunt shows, because he won Lucky in '95, and then I started doing my talent shows in 99, 98, 99. I won NISO Fest, Nigerian Song Festival, in '99, and then in '99 as well. In '98 I won that. In '99 I won Best and I Just Grabbed the Mic in Lagos. So that kind of gives you a leverage and a name in the game. A lot of practitioners then started seeing me. I started doing Tema awards here and there, doing many award shows and pre-award shows. That was big deal for us. And those were the times when Nelson Brown saw me at one of the shows and was like, "Oh, I'd like to record you." And Nelson Brown, who owned Dove Entertainment, recorded and released Plantation Boys, Tefo Clan. So I went ahead with him and we recorded Mathematics. And by that time, I started being the MC, compare for Benson and Edges Grab the Mic tour in the year 2001 and 2001, which of course I gathered enough money to shoot my video for Mathematics. My brother Baba D directed it, and the rest is history. Down the line now, I have my 8th album warming up. Is warming up on the bench, about to enter the field.
All of your songs, Mathematics, Motherland, Orobo, 2010, and all of that. How would you compare what you guys did back then, to what we have now, where a lot of songs are lacking in content, are lacking quality messages? What's your take on that?
I just, first and foremost, it's a new world order. I feel like all over the world, there's been a decline in values, and there's been a decline in content, meaningful content. So they empty out a lot of information that is valuable and replace it with things that don't really have any meaning. It's a new world order. I feel that is what is happening all over the world. And so many people replace valuable content for those things and all of a sudden there's a lot of disappearing acts of clothing in the videos. More flesh, and that's how it will be. I think it's just gonna happen like that. But because Nigeria is a one-dimensional music industry, I feel like the genres are suffering. So if this genre is not really thriving that much, everybody's going to the mainstream one, and everybody's going, but there should be a very lucrative market for every genre. So while this mainstream is doing its mainstreaming, everybody else can have a piece of the pie, doing what they love doing and doing what appeals to a certain, genre, a certain amount of people. They know you're bringing out your song today. You know that people that love conscious music will always go there and make it sell out regardless. And Nigeria's population is really fantastic enough to satisfy all those, all those pointers. And that, for me, I just feel like regardless of what is obtainable out there, that is what people want. It's not what they need. So you just keep giving them what they need. Somewhere along the line, they will always come around when they need it and use it. I've always said it is what breeds lifespan into music. If you empty out, it doesn't have to be singing about social ills. It can still be a love song. It can still be a song about women, celebrating women, but it has content in it. So when you talk about it, it's not just shake your nyash or shake your this. So when you put content in it, it breeds life and longevity into the music. So that's why you see a lot of Fela songs will still be there, even when your song with the newest dance, finishes. They'll still bring Lady, if you're not even talking about government, lady will always be there, and it always serves the purpose. You know, when they want to talk about ladies or something, they always go back to the African lady and play fella. That's why you have to breathe life into your content by putting meaning in it. That's it. I'm the same old me if you see me, but you know, I'm like a tortoise. I go in my shell when I'm not comfortable with the environment. And when I see my own people, I see people that, you know, I know that it's family. I come out of my shell, you know, vibe with them. But I have been able to mechanize a way out to to just function as an artist and then go back to that shell, you know, because I got job, you know, man must work. But I'm an introvert, and everybody knows that. I don't talk when I don't have to. I just keep to myself or keep to my own people. But I'm funny as well, so when people are around me, I make sure I make them laugh, and we just have fun. But I'm not over the top, you know, with my personality. No. So, but Baba D has always been a backbone and an influence to my career, because even when I wanted to get into school, you know, I was like, I'm not going to do music in school. I don't want any eyes on me. He was like, oh, let me tell you something. Look at Blackie. Blackie started from Unilag, you know, and he already got that community going and backing him up. So when he got out there, they were the ones that really pushed their conversation and, you know, got him the spotlight earlier than ever. So he told me, look, just keep doing your small gigs in school, because you would need that moving forward. And that helped me a great deal, because I started doing shows in school. Any award, they must call me, you know, and that kind of, it really helped me a great deal. And even him, I'd follow him everywhere, do this, do that, you know, so I learned a lot from him. And moving forward, he's a very creative person as well. We always bounce ideas off ourselves. We've always dreamt of making a movie, and finally we made a movie some couple of years ago, Headgun, which is very successful, even in the cinemas, and right now on Netflix is doing very well. So, you know, he shot my first video, shot a couple of videos for me, and I learned, you know, directing from him as well. So, and as a big brother, he has always been there, looked out for me, and stuck his head out regardless. So, yeah.
Interesting. How has Sultan dealt with fame and its attendant pressures, the women, and the pressure of trying to live, you know, to the expectations of your fans and the general public? How have you dealt with all of this? You
know, my trustee's personality extends to that aspect as well. You have to be a sharp man. You have to know that it's like a mannequin. You are just there as a poster boy for whatsoever brand you portray. You know, you should know when to leave that persona, you know, and be real at a point in time when you have to be a human being. You know, people they get used to seeing you on TV with the posh life, with the flossy things, the flashy things. But when you know what really, you know, always make mention of that for obvious reasons. I appreciate what they're doing with the craft and how far we've all taken this. You know, I believe that now we really can see that there are not too many fakers in there. I just need them to be a bit more conscious of what's going on too. You know, while we're doing, like I always make mention every interview I go for, I look at how much I love techno song, my country people, you know, because he found a way to get in the clubs with a reality song that's talking about the situation. So it doesn't disturb, you know, doesn't disturb what's going on. I just like it when we don't ignore that part of our lives, you know. So if you have a body of work like 8-song album, you can still dedicate one song to reality. It's not